In a quiet village, there lived a young man who was thoughtful, curious, and deeply emotional. Every day, without fail, he would sit under a tree with a pen and a piece of paper. He wrote down everything he experienced that day, his thoughts, feelings, successes, and failures. Whether it was a moment of joy or sadness, he captured it all. After writing, he would carefully fold the paper and place it into a bag that he carried with him everywhere. To him, these notes were memories, precious reminders of his journey through life. One day, he often told himself, "I'll read these and remember who I was." Days turned into months, and months into years. With each passing day, the bag grew heavier. But he never stopped writing. He never stopped collecting. One afternoon, a wise old man from a distant land passed through the village and noticed the young man struggling to lift his heavy bag. "What is it that you carry so dearly?" the wise man asked. "These are my memories," the young man replied. "Every single one, written by hand." The wise man smiled gently and said, "Memories can guide you, but if you carry every yesterday into today, you'll never reach tomorrow. Live now. Step freely into the next day." The young man nodded respectfully. He heard the words, but deep inside, he wasn't ready to let go. So, he continued writing. He continued collecting. Eventually, the bag became so heavy that he could no longer carry it. He couldn't walk, couldn't run, not even stand straight. He sat by the roadside, surrounded by the weight of his past, trapped and exhausted. Just then, the wise man returned. "What happened, young one?" he asked softly. With tears in his eyes, the young man replied, "I can't move forward. The weight is too much." The old man looked at him with kindness and said, "The race of life isn't run by holding on to the past. You can't win today's race with yesterday's burden. Learn from your past, yes, but don't let it stop you. Live in the moment. Experience today. Trust that tomorrow will bring something new." At that moment, something shifted in the young man's heart. Slowly, he stood up. He looked at the bag, full of pages from yesterday, and began letting go. Page by page, he released them into the wind. From that day on, he still wrote. But no longer to carry the weight. He wrote to understand, to reflect, and then to release. He began to live in the present, smiling more, worrying less, and dreaming freely again. Because he finally understood. The race of life is not about remembering every step, it's about having the courage to take the next one with an open heart. If we see in our life, many of us do the same as the young man, we keep collecting moments from the past, both good and bad, and carry them with us every single day. We replay old memories, regrets, and failures in our minds, thinking they define who we are. We try to walk into tomorrow while holding the weight of yesterday. But the truth is, the more we cling to what's behind us, the harder it becomes to move forward. Life is not meant to be lived in reverse. It is meant to be felt, experienced, and embraced, one day at a time. Let the past be your teacher, not your burden. Let each day be a fresh page, not just another copy of yesterday. Because in the race of life, what truly matters is not how much we remember, but how bravely we take our next step, with hope, with strength, and with a heart open to the present moment. So today, take a deep breath. Let go of what's weighing you down. Live fully. Because your race isn't over, it's just beginning.